my name is Arleth and I will be doing the assignment for the plan and electronic health records implementation. What are the objectives for this kind of project? The plan implementation of an electronic health record in an organization using the work breakdown task. The training employees on a system if the system has been configured. The length of this project is unknown because since it just depends on the project, we don't know. So it just depends on each project, each individual one. So for the one that I'm doing, I'll be able to tell you how much the time is and how much we have to wait until all the configuration is done in order for us to start the training. So after we go over the objectives, we're going to go ahead and go for the high-level task. And on this high-level task, the order that they actually have on our assignment, it's number 1, patient information management. Number 2 is going to be clinical information system. Number 3, laboratory system. And number 4 is going to be the pharmacy system. However, I actually changed those lists around and I did my order. And the reason why I did that is because some of these, each individual system requires another one before that one gets done. So in order for me to get clinical information, I actually have to have patient information done, laboratory system done, and the pharmacy system done. So I have to do those 3 before I can actually configure clinical information. For number 3, in order for me to configure that one, I have to have number 1 done. So I will move number 3 to be the second one, and number 1 will stay 1, and number 4 is going to be the third one. The reason why it's because it seems the pharmacy system needs laboratory system first configured before we can configure that one. And since number 2 requires all of them, we're going to put that one last. So the correct order of high-level tasks should be patient information management, laboratory system, pharmacy system, clinical information system. We have to do this in this order so we don't have any errors. We have to configure the other ones before the next one. And this is how the steps works. So this is the way that we have to do it. After that we have arranged how the tasks have to be in order, we're going to actually start with this Gantt project. The first thing that we have to do, we actually have to go and download the Gantt project. I am actually providing a website which is from sourceforge.net, would actually work for me. I actually have a Mac and I had some problems downloading from the other websites, but this one actually worked for me. Then once you download that, just double check if you have a Mac. Check if you actually need to download Java in your Mac in order for this program to work. Otherwise, it might not even work and you might think that it's not working because your computer has something. But honestly, maybe you need to download Java. And then after you do that, you'll be able to actually get this project. After that we have downloaded this Gantt project, we're going to be able to open this project. That's going to be our second step. Open it up, get a little familiar with it. On your right side, you're going to see the month and the year, and as well some numbers, which is the dates. That is what it's going to calculate or show you for each project that you're going to be working on, or at least for each task. On your left side, you're going to be able to see that there is the part where you have a name and you will be able to actually add your tasks. On the top, get familiar with the icons. There is a part which says files, which you can open any files that you might save it. The save button, you'll be able to add tasks and so on. So let's go ahead and explore now. The third step is to actually add your first task. The first task is patient information management. To add a new task, click the button there is a button that looks like a clock. It's going to be right on the left side corner, near to the left side corner. It's going to be next to the X. You click on that, and it's going to actually give you a task right at the bottom where it says name. And there is a picture right here where I have. Next, we're going to be inputting your information in it. So after you add the new task, you change name, put the patient information management, which is the first task that you have. And next you have to set the date. You can double click in the task that you just created, or you can do a right click on it. For the fifth step is adding during the date and time. How long is it going to take for you to get this configuration done? So each individual project has each individual configuration and task. So just like I said, if you have a computer, you just right click on it and it will take you to the property task. But if you actually have a Mac, just double click and it's going to throw you to the property task. From this screen, you will be able to add a duration by simply adding in the number of the days that the task will take and click OK. The software automatically will calculate the dates for you and give you an end date. So I have two pictures there, as you can see. One of them just have number 1. So you can see that this is how it's going to take you the first time. And on the on the right side, you'll be able to see that I put 30 days in it for the duration, and automatically calculates it. So it's going to be done by May 7. So that's what it's giving me as an answer. But if you have any problems, it's very easy to walk through it. Just double click, it goes to general, and you will see automatically there. As well, on the scheduling options that you see there, it has in this dialog. So that is the one that you will drop that one down. It will drop you out of a menu and it calculates the dates, or you can actually input it on your own. So you can go and just put, I want it from March 27 to be done by April 28th. So you can actually input that as well. It just depends on you. But if you have already a date set up, then you just put the dates or how many days it's going to take you. And it will automatically give you the answer. And then after you create your task, which is the main part, you're going to be creating the subtask, which means different configuration that you need for this task. In order to add the subtask, you have to click the same clock button. So you're going to be doing the same procedure as you did for the task. The only thing different in here is that you have to do the indent part. The indent, you're going to find it right on the left side corner, not on the top, but it's going to be between the top and your task. And you'll be able to see this. It's like an arrow pointing in to the right. And this is the one that is going to help you to actually put the task as a subtask. This will indent the task. And this is how it's created. As you can see in the picture over there, we already had the subtask. And lastly, but not least, you're going to be able to double click on that on that subtask, and it will take you to the subtask properties. Click on the predecessors and on add. The add button, you're going to find it on the left side if you're using a Mac. Click on the task name, and the task name is actually the second cell next to ID, and it's going to drop down a menu that will appear. And as you can see here in the picture that I provide, it has all the tasks. So it has patient information management, laboratory, pharmacy, or clinical information. So you can pick whichever you want, and whatever you want this to be in the predecessor. And that is how you create your task for your task and your subtask. I will show you how I did mine in just a little bit. After I have done this, just a few questions for everyone. Do you think that this software is useful? Because once you go through the process, you'll be able to know if this is useful and what are actually your thoughts about it. If you have any comments, please just make those comments below. At least on my end, this software is very useful. The reason why, and I pointed out here, the main things that it actually got my attention, it was about the task and the subtask, the duration time, and at least it has an estimated time. Or you can make your own time frame that you want this kind of task done. So I have worked in health. I have worked with health records many times, or even in the hospitals that I used to work. And this is just great to actually work with. So it's a stat that keeps you up. You can check whenever. You can see how much advance you have done, or if these configurations are done. For example, on this assignment, you'll be able to see how long is it going to take for each task to be done. When would it be done? And you have a date for that. So I will show you what I did for mine. On my end, this is my Gantt project that I did. So as you can see on the right side, it's telling you the day that I started and that day that is going to end. So I keep the same dates for everyone, besides on one of them, so I can actually have a different done and see how it works. But as far as I see, everything should be done by May 28th of this year. And I'm able to tell you the dates for each task and how long it will take to get it done. So for patient information system, at least this one will be done in 30 days. For laboratory, it will be done in 49 days. For pharmacy system, it will be done just in 10 days, the configuration of that. And for clinical information system, it's going to be done in 30 days. So it tells you, and this is calculating all your subtasks that you have under each task. So it gives you the date. This is something that you cannot change unless you go to your subtask and you change the date framed on those subtasks to be done. And then your task dates will change. But other than that, you cannot actually change dates at all. But at least it gives you how long is it going to take. I really enjoyed and liked this project. And I just want to thank you, everyone. And if you have any questions or have any problems downloading this Gantt project, let me know. I actually have my email down there, so you can contact me and ask me any questions if you have. Thank you.